can't believe it's taken this long. Like, I always visualize exactly the reality I want to manifest. I do my affirmations. I daydream over and over, replaying the exact moment that I make it, that I get the things, the results, the outcomes that I want so badly. When is it going to be my turn? I ready to have my things. I'm ready to get the things. I'm ready to get the things. I'm ready to get the things. Why is it taking so long? Why is it taking so long? Oh, all right, child. If that's your mindset, if that's how you feel, and if that's how you think on a daily day basis, you have been silently preparing a loser table for one. In the reservation for the seating is for you. When your current reality doesn't match your vision, it is frustrating. I know. Sometimes so much frustrating, that's when you lose focus and you think it means you should be pivoting. But before you pivot or before you quit, in today's video, I'm going to help you cultivate a healthy mental framework to bridge that gap, to regulate your expectations, and to actually manifest the results that you've been waiting for and that you're ready to get right now. Now, disclaimer before I continue today's video. I am you, you are me. We are here together. What I'm learning is what I'm doing currently, okay? So I am not on the mountaintops telling you down below how to fix this. I am sharing the knowledge as we all ascend up. All right. Before we continue today's video, if you're new here, my name is Spivey J, and on my channel, I talk about mindset mastery so that we can transform our life, so that we can get more fulfillment out of this life. And I'm currently building my YouTube channel, so if you would so kindly, please subscribe. It would mean so much to me if these topics resonate with you. All right, back to today's video. All right, so this framework is going to essentially be us building a winner's table. But before we can get to building, screwing, hammering in the nails for our winner's table, we have to address what we have created for ourselves. It's a toxic mess of a loser table. We have to throw away the things that sit atop this table that are toxic to our mindset, that are toxic to our way of being, that is getting us to lose focus. And one of those things, one of the decorations being impatience. All right. You don't got it. You don't have no more. You're fed up. You're ready for your things. But that's been sitting on top of your table for too long and is clearly not serving a purpose. And what impatience is, it can feel like it's urgency, but really it's just a lack in your self-trust disguising itself as ambition. I'm ready to get my stuff. I did all this. No. Trust in you. Trust in timing. Divine timing. God's timing. But you have to trust. When a creator, when an entrepreneur, when someone that's really going to transform their life asks, when is it going to be my time? When is it my turn? Why isn't it happening yet? You are quietly assuring your subconscious that you don't believe you can sustain the work long term. All right. So you're in a hurry. You're thinking everyone else's schedule they ran up their 7 years. They ran up their 4 years, whatever. Whatever time you think people should get it, you started with them. You have the same qualifications, maybe even better. But where are my things? They got their things. Where are my things? You're gonna have to replace that thought. Once you catch yourself thinking like that, the thought like it's taking too long, you're gonna have to replace that thought with a reality check question, because you can't control everything, and you never will have control over everything. Am I executing today's task at my highest capacity to deserve that outcome? And if the answer is yes, good. Have more days like that. If the answer is no, how can you improve upon that? That's all you can change. That's all you can focus on. The power of now. That's it. That's all. That's all you have control over. Is what you're doing right now high quality, high level, deserving of your desired outcome? Yes, do more of that. Keep doing more of that. Keep spamming whatever it is you're doing. Stay in that lane. That's what you control. If it's not, that's what you control. Fix it. How can you improve upon it so it's something that is high enough level to deserve the outcome? Remember this, the winner's table is not and will never be built on daydreams. I say this to myself. It's actually anchored by three, what I call non-negotiable mental seats that regulate your reality. So imagine a beautiful table. All right, you just knocked the impatience off. You just knocked off everything that doesn't serve you. Boom, boom. Knock that off. The toxic loser table is now dismantled. This is how we build our next table. It has three seats around it. Seat one is the seat of reality. The mindset shift for the seat of reality. Accept exactly where you are today. I don't care if it's a hard pill to swallow it, swallow it. Tough love. Accept where you are today. If you have zero views, if you have $0, if you have zero motion, stop acting like you should have a million just because other people have it. This is just a reality seat. We're going to operate out of current truth, not future fantasy. The daydreaming and feeling like that daydream should happen just because, stop it. This is a seat of reality. Accept where you are. All right. Seat number two at the winner's table, the seat of micro wins. Now we're going somewhere. We need to shift your dopamine source. It's likely that you have been getting high off of cheap dopamine. So stop waiting for the big payout that you see other people likely getting, that you are likely comparing yourself to others to. Stop waiting for that to feel successful. Celebrate the fact that you hit your habit target today. That's all you can do. Celebrate that. Boom. Checked it off the box. And the branch fell down. Check it off the box. Boom. Psh, done. That's what I have control over. That's what I did. Celebrate that micro win. That's what adds up. Don't deflect the importance of that. Stand in it. You deserve it. Celebrate that micro win. And the third seat is the seat of time neutrality. You're going to have to detach from the timeline. Winners don't care if it takes 10 days, 1,000 days, 10 years overnight success, 20-year overnight success. They aren't quitting because the process of the journey becomes their lifestyle. So get comfortable with that. If you have the plan to retire early and you haven't done the work necessary to begin with to keep going forward, then you are conflating reality with a dream that you aren't actually working towards. Does that make sense? What you're working towards, you kind of got to get like obsessive about it. Not in an unhealthy way, but in a way that you know in your mind you're not going to quit until it's successful. So the time doesn't matter. It can happen on day, for example, I think today's day video 130 for me. I think this video is video 130. By other people's standards, I should have surpassed whatever metrics they think I should have surpassed. I'm going to 1,000 days. If it happens on day 131, 180, 250, 300, 580, 720, 899, video 999, video 1001. Let's talk about that. It's going to get done. So I'm not in a rush. I'm just going to celebrate the fact that every day I'm showing up, I'm growing, I'm improving my hooks, I'm improving my storytelling, I'm improving how I share lessons. I'm connecting to more and more people. I'm getting better with my packaging, which is my thumbnail, my titles, my thumbnail text. I'm getting better on the back end. Whatever it constitutes, I'm improving on a day-to-day basis. Whether it's 0.001% improvement, 1% improvement, every day my goal is to just get slightly better. That's it. Okay? So we have our three seats at our winner's table. The seat of reality, the seat of micro wins, and the seat of neutrality. When you sit in those seats and you acknowledge how important they all are, and you sit in them to not just look at them and just be comfortable in the chair, but you actually embody their purpose, you will realize that those three combined are going to create the healthy mental environment that you need to move forward. Okay? We don't need to continue obsessing about what we don't have. All we can control is what we can control. You can't control when, you can't control what, but you can have a huge say-so in it if you work day after day towards it. And building these habits, I built a habit architecture system that has proven time and time again to be successful. It helped me lose 50 pounds last year. It helped me to publish. Each of my children wrote children's books at 7 and 8 and publish them on their birthday. It helped me to do that. It's helped me to be consistent in growing a brand new business. It helped me to stay consistent on making YouTube videos every single day. because I have to sit in those seats. I have to over and over again. Every time I get obsessed with my daydreams and my visions, sit back in those seats and remind yourself, yes, visualize, affirm, know it's going to happen, but don't allow that to take over what you can do today. Don't allow that to take over what you actually have the capacity to take over today. The magic, God, all of the things, they're going to work in your favor. Period. They are working in your favor. So don't worry about that. Have the vision, do your affirmation, journal, log it, pray, manifest, do all that work. But at the end of the day, do not become obsessive over the outcome and the results, because the only thing that you in your human meat suit can control. Yes, I know you can come up out of there and you spiritual, you got all of the woo woo. Good. I love that. Keep that. Don't lose that. But at the same time, put in the work. Be real about where you are. Celebrate your micro wins and make sure that you embed the lifestyle of what you want to be now. That's actually how you collapse time, because instead of you waiting to get the things, you embed it into who you are currently. Therefore, you don't have to wait to be the best, the top, the baddest, whatever it is you're working for in your career, in your business, in your fitness and wellness goals, in your relationships, whatever that you're working towards. You don't have to wait to get the things to be the person. You do it now. You sit in that seat of neutrality because you have embodied the lifestyle of who that person is in the current. You don't have to wait for a future date. Now we have our table, we have our seats, we're seated, we know we seated, I'm sat. All right, now it's time to serve the main course. This is the consistency loop. You don't get to eat at the winner's table until you have cooked the meal. You need to know the ingredients. You need to know the measurements. You need to know what temperature to bake it at, to roast it at, to fry it at, to cook it at, to grill it at. You need to know when to take it off. You need to know if you should be using a Dutch oven, a air fryer, a skillet, a cast iron. You need to know the exact recipe necessary so that you can make your main course for the table that you're going to win at. How you do that? Experiment. What do you think I was going to say? The scientific method. You're going to experiment. That experiment is going to give you data. That's how you're going to regulate the frustration of a lagging reality. The reality is not where you want it to be. That's how you regulate it. Get data through your experiment. Make the food, make the recipe, whatever it is that is for you, whatever that means for you. If you want to be fit, do the things. Test out the hypothesis that you think you need to do for your specific body, lifestyle, health to get to the fitness level that you desire. Same thing in career. Do what you need to do. What are the ingredients you need to take it to the next level? Same in business, same in every other area of your life. Experiment on your hypothesis so you can drown out that lagging reality with data. That data comes from action. As you cooking the recipe. You get what I'm saying? Y'all follow me? What you're going to do is you're going to pick one microscopic habit that moves the needle that you want to be moved. This is how you actually, instead of complaining about not being where you want to be, this is how you take action on it. You want to write online, you want to speak online, write 500 words a day, write one sentence a day, practice writing hooks. You're building a business. Ask one person every day, ask 3 people, ask 5 people every single day. And most importantly, you're going to track all this data. Okay? Whether it was a fail, whether it was a win, there is a lesson in it. The data is feedback. So, and this will be the perfect reminder that when life feels disappointing, look back at your tracker, see what the work you've been putting in looks like. For me, when I did it, it was my first successful 100-day challenge, but it was my 5th attempt because the first 4 I failed. Is that confusing? I was able to go back and see. I did 10,000 steps for 100 days, right? So if I were to hit the number on the spot, that means I would have hit 1 million steps. But when I look back and I saw that I did like 1.180 something thousand steps in those 100 days, I was like, yes. So did I meet my weight loss goals in those 100 days? No, but I had the data to show me, oh yeah, I've been putting in work. This is proof that I actually am the one who does that. And that allowed me to go on to my next challenge, which was another habit that I stacked to build the consistency necessary to have better health and wellness for myself and longevity, because I don't want to just live a long time. I want to be healthy, well. I want to still be able to hike, climb mountains, kayak, skydive, scuba dive, all parasailing, zip lining, play with bees, all the different things, live on more continents. I've lived on three, so I want to live on some more. Like I want to do these things. So it's important for me to have good health, mentally, so physical health, and be emotionally sound and all of the things. So that's what's important to me. So you have to figure that out for yourself. But I personally think that having good health and focusing on that is a great foundation for all the other things, because your body is literally the base for your mind, right? So anything that convolutes, congregates up here, your body is the physical foundation for it. So, and it's the cheapest thing you can really do is to move your body every single day, drink water every single day. For most people in most developed lands, to eat more whole foods and incorporate more whole foods in your life. I think it's just easier to start with health. And remember, why when you look back at those habits, and I suggest and track them every single day, you're gonna be like, I did that. And yes, you did. And you deserve to celebrate the micro wins, the large wins, all of the wins belong to you. That will take your mind off of the obsessive thinking, daydreaming about what should be now, because you're like, I'm doing this now, so you don't have the energy and the time to complain about what you don't have, because right now you're focused on what you do have. To move from the loser's table to the winner's table, you're going to have to stop staring at an empty plate waiting for success to be served to you. All right, so who's building the winner's table? How does it look? What color is it? How are you feeling at these new seats? Let me know in the comments below. Y'all talk to me, because, like, who are you? I want to talk to you. I see you watching, like, hey, what's up? All right, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're ready to build more momentum in your life, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I am here every single day here on YouTube. We are building a rich life on purpose. I'm talking about mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. So make sure you subscribe so we can be in this together. I am building my winner's table, and I'm currently sitting in the seats. Okay. I have decided I'm no longer going to stress about what I don't have, because big major point before I close out today's video, you worrying and stressing about I should have this by now does nothing. It does nothing for you. Okay. So let's leave those worrisome, stressful thoughts alone. We have so many things in this world to be thankful for. We have so much beautiful beauty in this world that we can pay attention to. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on what we can see. The beautiful trees, the grass, the animals, the birds are still chirping. In the meantime, in between time, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching today's video. My name is Spivey J, and I really do hope you have a beautiful day. All right? Peace. You're beautiful.